We're at 9,700 feet in elevation, which is like nothing crazy, but it's cold.
It'll get below freezing tonight, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've camped in cold. Don't get us wrong. We've camped in plenty colder, okay?
I camped in like -16, -20 last year, and it sucked. What's up, everyone? Back with another episode of Stuff and Things. Welcome to the homestead. You guys know where I'm at? Mike and I are finally going camping again. Really haven't had the truck out much since we were out last, and I completely destroyed the whole front end of the truck. All right, that's a little bit of an exaggeration, but broke my CV axle, and I gave you guys an update on what was fixed there. So up in the front of my Tacoma now, I'm running some beefier CVJ axles, and I also changed my upper control arms to some Total Chaos Fabrication uppers. I also reinforced the spindle gussets while I was out running for tacos, and while we did that, I removed my sway bar. I kept my sway bar in this truck for the life of it because I of course run the camper in the winter time, and I wanted a little bit more rigidity. I'm still going to be running the Kimbo. I'm putting that back on probably like early November. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how the truck will ride with that weight back there. I'll probably stiffen up all of the suspension quite a lot. That way it keeps it a little more level while we're on the road, but I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. And then in the back, I am running these new DRT hangers for the leaf springs. So I'm getting the most out of my travel now, and I'm also going back to running for tacos to do a little bit more of a refresh here on Tuesday. So some of the refreshes will be new wheels and tires. If anyone is interested in this wheel and tire combo, let me know. I'm going to post those for sale. Got Toyo Open Country MTs on here, true 35s by 12.5. Those are on the Black Rhino Abrams. So I'm going to be selling all 4 wheels and tires, including the 5th spare. So if you think this would look good on your truck, let me know. They're probably for sale. If not, they might have sold already. So new wheel and tire combo is going to be going on here, and I'm also going to be changing up the rear suspension a little bit, but you guys will see that probably in the next video here on the channel. Now Mike planned this adventure today. Going somewhere close?
Yeah, got some things to do in the morning. Both of us, I guess, so.
Yeah.
A little quickie trip.
It is Sunday, by the way, and we don't really camp on weekends much, but it's fall camping, almost winter camping. Luckily have some nice weather today, but
yeah, it's not bad today. Probably get a little cold at night, but
we got some warmth preparation, some cool stuff that we're going to show you guys. There's going to be a lot of gear being talked about in this video, so if you like gear, here we go.
mine's the same way, just kind of has the intake.
Well, not much wheeling to show you guys there, but it's Sunday and we just kind of came up the mountains a little bit. Found this pretty cool spot. Got an old, kind of broken down mine. And we got some pretty good views all around here, off in the distance, down through the valley. So this is camp for the night. Mike and I both have some things to do in the morning since it's a Monday, so just nice, easy camp spot for the night. So I wanted to talk about this setup right here. This is very ghetto, as you can tell, and I posted a little reel over on Instagram about kind of what I was bringing with me. I don't think it's going to get too cold tonight. We got a lot of good sunlight here. We'll have some nice sun in the morning off to the east. But I did bring my diesel heater because I haven't fired it up since last winter, and this is kind of the setup. Some people were asking me, what heater do you use and do you recommend it? I got this one on Amazon. If you guys want, I'll leave a link for it in the description down below, but that's not saying that I truly recommend it. When you get a Chinese diesel heater like this, you can just kind of set it up and hope for the best. I think this one will work. This one actually fell off my tailgate before, and it still worked the last time I used it, but kind of a ghetto setup right here. I should probably make something better for the winter time, but of course I run the camper. I could put like a platform up here, but just using perfect bungees to the Yakima rack on the Diamondback, and then it hangs against the tire. Some good engineering, right?
Yeah, not bad.
So that's my setup. I have the electric cord running up there, keep the battery warm, and then the hose. The reason I put it here is this hose isn't super long, but you'll actually lose heat outside of the tent the more the hose is outside, so that puts it a little bit closer. It's going to be plenty warm in there, especially because the Aspen Lite has tri-layer. Now Mike's got kind of a, well, it's Chinese probably,
Chinesian.
but it's interesting. I kind of like the look of this one more. Kind of looks like an old tackle box, but
Yeah.
same setup, a little more compact.
You can access the stuff here.
I like that setup actually. That's really nice.
It's got control, like built-in control, remote control, and app control.
So you guys can see Mike's impression of this on his video. We're making like the same videos like we always do. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that thing
The
works.
thing that is nice about this one
Oh,
is it has AC or DC. So it has an AC plug that plugs into here, or a DC, so you can plug it into a cigarette lighter or whatever. So
that is
one
nice.
thing that's pretty nice.
Now, as you guys know, I've been traveling quite a lot. Mike's been busy, homestead, having a baby and stuff like that. So we're camping pretty early tonight. We still got a couple hours of sunlight left. We're gonna cook some food, but mainly we're gonna catch up, talk shop, talk about life, because we do this a lot and it's refreshing. It's nice to have a friend who does what you do as well. Keep each other motivated, right? So I'll wait till the sun goes down a little bit. We're gonna kind of keep setting up camp, and then we'll get into the fun stuff. Mike's got a new fire pit that he's gonna talk about in his video, but I'm gonna hijack it a little bit and talk about it myself because it's something that's really cool. You guys might dig it. Just had a beautiful sunset out here. It's getting pretty cold already, but that is to be expected since it is fall. The temperature dropped to like 20 degrees as soon as the sun went behind the mountains. We've got some gas station wine going over here. Big wine guy now.
Big wine guy.
Big wine guy. And Mike's got this guy going. This is a prototype of the Howl Campfire. You guys may have heard of this before. I'll let Mike give the rundown because he's the one actually testing this thing.
Cool, yeah. So Howl Campfire is a Colorado company. He's just launched, actually Talon ordered one pre-sale. This is a prototype. It's kind of basically consists of two things. This lower orange bar down here called bar coal. You can essentially think of them as kind of like jet engines. These produce heat, radiant and IR heat. Lots of heat off the side. Can warm up your feet and your hands and your body. Second part is the visual aspect, which is the top. Propane fire pit that heats you. A little bit of adjustability, made here in Colorado.
I'm not even going to add anything else to that because that is what it is. It's a really cool product, and like Mike said, Colorado company. We're actually friends with one of the guys that's a part of it, and we met the designer and the founder and stuff like that. So kind of watch these campfires come to life over the past like year closely, but they've been working on them for even longer than that. Fire ban safe and a ton of research and development. I really like things with engineering behind them, which is why I'm into a lot of the things that I'm into that you see me talk about here on the channel. And this is no exception. They brought 2 of these out to demo at one of the potlucks that we went to recently, and immediately I could tell that this thing was different from a lot of other propane fire pits out there. And we could talk about propane versus a regular campfire, this and that, but I am a big fan of propane fire pits, especially in Colorado when we do have fire bans quite frequently. So I actually did pre-order one of these because I've been following it for so long. I believe I got in on the first, I was in the first 10 orders, so I should have an actual production unit of one of these campfires coming early November. So you guys may see a video about it on my channel. At bare minimum, you'll definitely see me using it throughout the winter months. I just got to figure out how I'm going to carry it, where I'm going to carry it, and we'll kind of go from there. But initial impressions is that this Barcol heating system that Mike talked about gives you something that other propane fire pits don't, and that's radiant heating. Like, if my feet were wet right now, they would dry out immediately. There's just so much radiant heat because of the 2 different burning systems. The top system, in my opinion, is kind of just for like ambiance, so you're actually looking at a fire. It does provide some extra heat too, but a lot of the heat that you feel comes from that Barcol system, and they're individual.
You might be able to see.
Oh yeah. So we were burning this for an hour on just this setting, and you can't see it really during the daytime, but I mean, it looks so cool right now.
Yeah, I was telling him, I like this setting. And this is like full blast. We were really, I mean, it puts out a ton of heat in full blast, so we were kind of running it at like, quarter setting, and that was putting out like noticeable heat.
Yeah, so this is enough heat for definitely like daytime. I probably wouldn't even light the top until it gets dark like we kind of just did here, but a propane tank that size should run this for, I think they say 6.5 hours full blast, but if you're running them independently, you're going to get a longer run time. We're really out here testing it, and again, this is just a prototype, so I think that's all you're getting for now. Howl Campfires.
Stargazer mode.
Stargazer mode.
That's
honestly,
what they call it, yeah.
It makes sense. I think we might get some good stars tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty clear.
But yeah, Howl Campfires, Colorado made. Love supporting the homies and local Colorado companies.
Yeah.
All right, it is 10 o'clock at night. Mike and I have been talking all sorts of shop, business, investment, just like old people stuff. It's not even interesting for like video's sake, but
I mean, and race cars,
trucks. I feel like once you get your garage set up, we should just start a podcast.
Yeah, I would like to.
I have all of the podcast equipment. I got baller mics. I got all the recording equipment. We should just do it.
Yeah, because we were talking about like experiences versus material things, but it's kind of gets muddy because a lot of our material things are really experience-driven material. Like a truck, it's kind of a material thing, but it's for experiences. I thought it'd be good for podcast.
I think it would be, because we have these conversations every time we camp, and we could probably do it weekly. I mean, it's hard for us to hang out weekly, but we could do it.
It's for work. It's for work.
It's for work. So one of Mike's new channel supporters is Peak. Peak Refuel? Do they go by Peak or Peak Refuel?
Yeah, Peak Refuels, like their whole name. I just kind of call them Peak, though.
So I've had a lot of mountain house meals and backpacking stuff like that in the past, but one of the last videos that I filmed with Mike when I broke my axle, I was making tacos, just ground beef, white people taco night, and he made one of these meals, and I took a forkful, and it was freaking delicious.
Dude, so that was before they were a sponsor. They're just the best meals.
I've got a chicken teriyaki rice thing up inside of my new blanket from Rumpel. It's keeping me warm. We didn't realize how cold it was until we stepped away from this fire here, but it's getting down to like 34 real feel, maybe. We're at 9,700 feet in elevation, which is like nothing crazy, but it's cold.
It'll get below freezing tonight, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've camped in cold. Don't get us wrong. We've camped in plenty colder, okay?
I camped in like -16, -20 last year, and it sucked. Where was the Howl campfire last year? 10 minutes from now, this chicken teriyaki warming up underneath my blanket will be tasty and delicious. And I'm gonna give you guys a review.
One bite.
Everyone knows the rules. This looks like something you would get like at a restaurant, no lie. Not even hyping it up, it looks really good. I hate to say it because I know people enjoy watching it, but this would end cooking for me, camping. It's not home cooked meal that we made around the campfire, but I will say I'm about to eat 2 serving sizes.
We're gonna sleep good tonight, boy.
Yeah. This one looks a little mushy. I mean, I don't have high hopes for dessert, but
Yeah, it's not super appetizing looking.
we're good, dude. This is delicious.
Yeah. Oh well.
We made it to a new day. It is now midnight, and we don't really stay up till midnight most times when we're camping, but we haven't caught up in a while, so the Howl campfire has been running for, what, 6 hours now? 6.5 between the bark holes and the top flame and everything. We have both fired up our Chinese diesel heaters, and I think mine is working. Look how terrible this setup looks, though. This is just, it's kind of sad.
I thought it was kind of fancy.
You think it looks good?
I mean, I think it looks good.
You're saying that because we're friends. It doesn't look good. But, yeah, it's pumping warm air. I have it on the lowest setting. Just going to run this thing on low all night. There's no way it's going to go through all the fuel. If it gets too hot in there, I'll open a window and we'll be good to go. I have a ton of blankets. Last little bit of heat. That's good. All right, I have to be in Evergreen tomorrow at noon.
Probably
10 at the latest.
10 at the latest.
Let's leave at 9:30.
We'll shoot for 9.
See you in the morning. Good luck, Godspeed with your new diesel heater.
Well, yeah, I hope I don't die. So, if you see me in the morning, that's a win.
That'll be good. Oh, man. It is so warm in here already. Diesel heater hose. Feels so good. Oh yeah. So tonight, we're not even at 10,000 feet, but I think it's gonna get down to probably freezing temperatures, maybe like 30-ish. I don't think it'll dip much below 30, so it's cold, but nothing too crazy. We are very over prepared with warm stuff. I got the AirCore mattress underneath me with a blanket and another blanket. I have this new blanket right here from Rumpel. Rumpel and Houdini just collaborated and made a new blanket. Houdini is a sportswear, outerwear company, and they have a lot of really cool materials, so they teamed up together to make this new blanket, and it's one of the most technical blankets that they made with different like waterproof layers on here. It's been super warm. I've been sitting with it by the fire for hours now, and it feels really nice. I did bring my 0 degree bag over here, which is so overkill. The only thing I didn't bring for warmth is an electric blanket, because I already have all the blankets, the diesel heater pumping right now. It feels so good. I would probably be fine with just a sleeping bag, but we're testing stuff out, testing gear, telling you guys how it is, so we might as well. I'm gonna get comfortable, enjoy this warmth, maybe throw on a movie, and I will check in with you guys in the morning. Morning.
Good morning.
Not a bad view. Diesel heater impressions.
Dude, it's nice.
It was so hot in my tent.
I ran it all night and was just like, I'm hot.
Yeah. So good morning again, everyone. I did the same thing like Mike did. I just left my diesel heater running and it was nice, but hot. I had to open the windows a little bit this morning just to kind of get some fresh air in the tent. I don't know if yours is the same way, but my hose to my diesel heater kind of stinks.
Mine's a little plasticky.
Yeah, and I've ran mine a lot. I don't know if there's a better hose that I could use, but a little stinky. Can't beat the warmth though. Perks of a propane fire pit right here. Oh man, feels like time's moving so fast. It is now the next day and I'm currently sitting outside of Running for Tacos. They are about to open and today is the day that I'm going in for some of those other mods that I talked about in the beginning of this video. Now before I go in to refresh the truck for fall and winter time going into next spring, I do want to talk about some of the changes that I've made. That way I'm kind of documenting the way the truck performs as I'm kind of building it. So the biggest thing that I noticed for the little bit of off-roading that we did yesterday was removing the sway bar up front when we reinforced the spindle gussets and the dirt hangers in the rear. Up front without the sway bar, the truck has a lot more articulation, and while I am driving on the road quite often in a vehicle like this, there is more body roll, but most of the time, this truck is only driven on the road to get to a trail and to be off-road. Same thing in the rear, there's definitely more down travel because of those DRT hangers. And because of that, over ruts and rocks and things like that, I felt like the tires were staying more in contact with the ground. So far, those upgrades have felt great. However, today is going to take it kind of to the next level. Of course, I mentioned wheels and tires, but we're doing some more stuff. And it looks like they are about to open. So I'm gonna bring you guys a video on everything that we're doing to the truck here at Running for Tacos today, and that will probably be the next video that you see on the channel. So if you guys have any questions, comments, future video ideas, whatever it may be, drop that down below. And if you are new to the channel, consider clicking subscribe because I make new videos every single week. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you in the next one.